Hey, how's it going? It's King Kevin Dorival. I want to make this quick video on smaller goals. Now, a lot of inspirational speakers, such as myself, we, tell our audience about different ways to obtain their goals. Write them down, recite them, visualize them on a dream board, so to speak, and, speak it into existence. Now, before you go ahead and write those big goals of owning or building an Empire State Building, owning a NFL franchise or NBA franchise, owning your own cooking channel network, having a Fortune 500 company, what a lot of us forget is to tell you to write down the smaller goals. Write down and obtain those smaller goals. So before you could go ahead and become that doctor, you have to finish middle school. Definitely got to finish middle school, but medical school, you gotta go through the medical school first. You gotta go through college first. You have to go through high school first, and middle school, elementary, and so on and so forth. So what I'm saying is you can't put the cart before the horse. You have to take the time to obtain those smaller objectives before you can get the bigger one. For a couple other reasons as well. I'm gonna give you two more. One, you want to build your confidence up. By not obtaining those smaller goals, you're not going to have the confidence to go after the big one. And if you do have the confidence, it's a false confidence. It could be a confidence based on some kind of facade that you built about yourself, a false self-perception of yourself, which happens a lot, especially when we are very attractive, or we've been given a lot of things in life. You didn't even have to work hard for it. We just have this perception that anything and all things will be accomplished, which is a good motivator way to think. But to go on in life thinking everything will be handed to you, that's actually a handicap, to be honest. It's good to fight and work hard for yours, and so that no one could go back and say, this person, I helped them, or I helped her, and she owes me, or he owed me. No, I did it myself. I put those hours in. I did the blood, sweat, and tears. I fought hard. I studied hard. I woke up those early mornings. I stayed up those late nights. I sent out those emails. I made all those phone calls. You know what I'm saying? It's good to have some help now. Don't get it twisted. It's good to have some genuine help. People who actually want to help you and want to see you succeed. Because to be quite frank with you, a lot of people don't really want to see you succeed. And I'm talking about family members as well and friends. They may act like it, and they may at one point in time used to be a friend, but there are different seasons. Life is based on seasons upon seasons, ions and ions, and there's a relationship with Earth and nature that's interwoven. You know what I'm saying? Everything is somehow related or affects each other. Everything from a small worm to a big whale in the ocean. Somehow they affect each other's ecosystem. And just like in life with people, could be somebody way out there in Pakistan, affecting me, something they're doing over there, affecting me way over here. And then by what I do as an effect is it could be either crippling someone up there in Washington, or it could be enabling someone in California. You never know. Something I may post on social media, like my Instagram, which is linked to my Facebook and Twitter. So my Instagram is at Courage to Believe. You just never know, how my inspirational messages could affect someone from making the right decision. You just never know. My pastor always says, by you disobeying God and missing your blessing, you're going to cause someone else to miss their blessing. And you may even, such a big blessing that you affected a whole generation and you never would know. You never would know. But then your dream was derailed because you failed to take the proper steps, precept upon precept. One thing that our ancient African ancestors did was so phenomenal. As a matter of fact, two of the seven wonders of the world are still standing today. Matter of fact, the only two still standing today is the pyramids of Giza and the Sphinx. And the pyramid of Giza is so big and massive. This had taken careful planning, and before the builder, which I believe was Emutep, who was also the first doctor of the world in Africa, they had to carefully plan that. So they had to have built smaller pyramids before getting to that huge, colossal one. They said it's like 800 tons. Like it would take like 20 years, 20 to 30 years to build pyramids like that. The mass amount of planning, the finances it took, the strategizing, the food it took to feed the men and women that worked to build those pyramids. I'm very likely it was mostly men probably did it as far as building it physically, but then there had to be some women behind them or aside them, motivating them, possibly even feeding them, encouraging them. This was a great feat. So no matter what it looks like, or no matter what the opposition is, everything is possible. You just have to give yourself a fighting chance. And you're not giving yourself a fighting chance if you're not willing to take those smaller steps. If you're not willing to make those phone calls, those emails, those knock on those doors, get the door slammed in your face, phone hung up on you, you know what I'm saying? And swallow your pride sometimes, because you will need some sort of assistance. But get the kind of assistance from people that generally care for you. Not because they say it. You know what I'm saying? Not because they say it. Don't get it twisted. Words can be very deceiving. But by them showing it, you can tell people who care about you because they're calling you. They're coming by to come check up on you. They're meeting up with you. They're breaking bread with you, literally, financially, or at the dinner table, or taking you out to eat, talk, what's going on with you. That's what you need. They're going to help you with those smaller victories. And then as things progress, you're going to get assistance from people that have a lot more influence on, the end result, which is achieving those big goals. Now, I'm writing 2 books. Well, I've written one. I have another one coming out, 7 Types of Queens, King's Desire. Go to my website, 7 Queens, 7 Kings. I don't know why I keep saying 7 Kings first, but 7 Queens, 7 Kings.com. And this book is going to sell 40 million copies. Now, for me to say I'm going to sell 40 million copies, I couldn't say that unless I had a book previously, or books previous to this one, and that I've learned valuable lessons on marketing and promoting. And let's say I sold 4,000 copies of my first one, The Courage to Believe, which I did. I believe I did, somewhere around 4,000. But then again, I want to sell 400, thousand of the first one, which I still can do. But I want to sell 40 million copies of the second one. It's an international book, and I say it's international because I cover different women from different cultures, civilizations. Now, there will be another book coming out in 2017, 7 Types of Kings, Queen's Desire. So I'm going to have to interview a lot of women for that one, like I interviewed a lot of men for this one. So I just go to say this, man, just don't forget those small goals. Don't forsake them. Those small things, those humble beginnings, you have to be ruler over little before you can be ruler over much in the first place. So you want to make sure that you're able to get those small goals, get those small victories under your belt to build your confidence. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like Goliath did in the Bible. He was able to fight the lion and the bear, and that gave him the gall. It gave him the guts, to be able to go ahead and fight and confront Goliath. Because without that confidence, of the victories from the smaller victories he had, the smaller battles, then he would have no way could have spoken to Goliath the way he did. He wouldn't have had the confidence to do so, unless he was just a crazy dude. You know what I'm saying? But some of us, sometimes it does take a little craziness to achieve your goals. You just have to be crazy to stay up 3, 4 in the morning. You got to get up to go to work 6, 7 in the morning. Working on your goals. So, or you have to. He out there in the rain, passing out. I was gonna say passing out flyers in the rain. That wouldn't make any sense. That would be crazy. But that kind of ambition and drive is gonna push you, even though you might have wasted your time because all the flyers got wet. But just don't ever give up on yourself. That's one thing you have to do. Do not give up on yourself. Keep believing. Keep striving. All things are possible for those that believe. The Creator didn't put you here to be no one's floor mat. The Creator did not put you here to be anyone's punching bag. You are somebody, and you will become somebody. Looking at the flag behind me, my ancestors, the Toussaint Louverture, Jean-Jacques Dessalines, Henry Christophe, and the women and men that fought in those battles, the wars for the Haitian liberation, the Haitian Revolution, was very powerful. They liberated, the whole world because that victory on that small island in Haiti, led to the end of slavery. That's all the slave owners knew that was going to happen, because they never thought that this small army of African soldiers in Haiti was going to defeat the biggest powerhouse in the world at the time, which was the French, led by Napoleon Bonaparte. Back in the war ended back in 1804, 1801, but it wasn't recognized as an independent state until 1804. But the war actually started 1791. So 1791 to 1801, and then 1804 they got the independence. But they would have never gotten the independence if they did not believe in themselves and got those small victories, led by Toussaint Louverture, who had the small victories fight for the Spaniards, and learning the tricks of the trade, on the battlefield, and working with horses, on the farms, and animals as a veterinarian. You know what I'm saying? Those things came in handy. That's what I'm saying. Before you get those big goals, you gotta be able to accomplish those smaller things and learn the smaller things before you get to the big one. You can't get a 400 square foot yacht if you don't know how to handle the little tugboat. You can't go get a 35,000 square foot home if you don't know how to handle a little one room efficiency, if there's a room at all. That's true. The room could be the whole apartment, but treat it like it's a yacht. Treat it like it's a mansion anyway, because what's in you and what's for you will come out, or you will be meeting what's supposed to be for you. You will meet your destiny. You will meet what God has for you. You just got to believe. You just got to believe. And if there's finances you're missing, just believe that you're going to catch up with those finances, or the finances will catch up with you. You don't need money. Money needs you. You understand? You are the powerful one. God did not put us here to be anyone's footstool. You have what it takes, and you just got to believe in yourself. Speak it, believe it, and execute the plan. I'm King Kevin Dorival again. Go to my website, 7queens7kings.com, or kevindorival.com. Instagram, @Courage to Believe. God bless.